And welcome back, everyone, to the Dragon's Concord and the Menagerie. Well, that was quite a wild ride last week, wasn't it?
Somebody died.
And then was brought back to life. Like nothing had happened.
I mean,
The scars are still there.
negative levels and things. It'll take a while for that to go away. But
nothing had happened.
so, what happened last week? Something involving sand.
We marched on the pyramid. We were able to take care of our section while the other mages moved to their particular corners of the pyramid. At some point during the battle, the dragon joined and
Just a baby?
no, adult red dragon. Was it old ancient red dragon?
Not quite ancient, but it was big.
It had wrinkles.
Big Dargan.
And gravity was starting to affect all the body parts.
They were definitely.
There was definitely sex.
There's a little
It's
bit
something
droopy.
enough to scare away pretty much all the other troops except for us and Kuhn. And we, at that point, Winry and Nettleby picked up Tiberius and dropped him on the dragon.
Won't you fly free?
You gotta stab him.
They got him up to the
Well, we got
to
to the
temple,
ziggurat,
to the ziggurat,
and then
he ran up.
he did
off.
himself onto the
That's
ground.
right.
Uh-huh.
So there was self-eating.
There was
If only what happened after was yours as cool as athletics roll. Acrobatic roll.
there's a second where it looked like he was gonna fall off, and so Winry went back to go save him, but then the dragon chomped down on.
Yeah, dragon crit
Yeah.
by...
Dragon crit.
Yeah.
I saw a dragon.
Yeah. Then it returned to the pyramid ziggurat and was about to burninate one of the mages. And then,
Cone.
yeah.
Mages and men and probably Kuhn.
Yeah. But right before it hit the mage, I think that's when the ritual finally kicked in and it froze everything. We had won. Kuhn was really happy. Everyone else was just kind of like, war is hell. And that's when the docent showed up and took us out of there, healed up Nettleby, told us to bathe ourselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
You don't know where the
Exact
words
words.
from. Precisely. Translated perfectly.
Yeah, and now when we were settling down to eat, I spied a little possible docent toddler. Something that was...
I think like a conclusion we leapt to pretty hard.
yeah, we definitely did.
I want to see some paternity papers there.
But yeah, there's a smaller fae peeking out.
The docent is not your father.
That's how we get out of here. We get the course to get the docent up on failure to pay his child support.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you
I like this plan.
That
they'll find him.
goddamn
That's how they'll
alimony.
find him again.
What happens? We get him to go on Maury. We tell them that he's not the father. The mother runs out of the studio. We follow her to the exit.
There you go. Yep.
So
We really want
anyway,
to see. Okay, we really want to find the person that banged the docent, though. What was that? Okay.
that's a choice.
It's a flower.
It's all
We leave you all with
absolutely-
that mental image.
That's
It's just all
absolutely a
eyes.
choice.
Choice as you please.
So,
I learned Blessed Restoration, by the way, so I'm going to.
pop one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. So, you see this childlike being with missing a good chunk of its head. It's kind of just solid and dissipates off into just slowly evaporating bits. Just kind of peeking out behind one of the trees.
It's just just give me like a soft smile and a half-hearted wave. And I just like peek under the table and I'm just like,
You all see him kind of waving at something.
little pal poking out from corner over there.
You see it now. When he points it out to you, you can see the little, just right a tree. As that part of the head regrows and other parts just start to evaporate off. At any one point in time, he's only about 70% there.
That's really creepy, man.
Hey, it's a kid. We don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Does it look like a kid?
Child eyes, features.
I don't know what a kid is like here. This could be worse. I don't know.
I am ancient. Behold,
I don't trust kids in the real world.
That's fair.
I am not about to trust one in this world.
I am Devrish the Despoiler.
So what you doing?
Well, shit.
Come over
Hey,
here. Would you like
okay.
some food?
I still have my like moth pipe, and I just like make a bunch of circles and just like do like a little arrow through them.
Cheshire cat. Over.
Diplomacy check if you're trying to bring the kid over.
Okay.
I give you a handful of real food as a
Yeah.
bargaining chip.
Yeah. Just
Oh, that's a good way to poison a fake kid.
Yeah, there you go. You're never gonna go back to the real Feywild because you're waylaid here because you ate earthly food. I said diplomacy. That is a 22.
So you're trying to just, come on, it's okay. As it kind of comes around the tree, same thing. It's missing one leg below the knee, but it seems to walk as if the leg is there. Walks over to you. It's wearing same dark gray, slate gray skin, bright, literally glowing green eyes. Mostly just rags. Similar kind of dark gray, almost fabric, almost stone. This odd texture. Kind of walks up to you.
I'll give him like some of the berries.
He'll pop and goes, "These are very good. We haven't had it like this in a very long time."
You've been here for a really long time?
Oh, yes. Very long time.
Did you remember when he got here?
Yes.
When was that?
A long time.
Was he as batshit crazy then as he is now?
I take offense, sir. You wound me.
Not yet.
How would we know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Pass
Yeah,
here,
that's
yeah.
a good point.
We're kind of new here. What's your name, buddy?
You may call us Elisteel.
Elsteel.
I'm gonna need you to. That's not phonetic.
Can you just sign that in cursive, kid?
Elsteel,
Yes.
as in I'll steal your soul.
Tiel.
Fey child.
Wee Fey.
Why's the docent got you here?
He doesn't. Not anymore.
What do you mean by that? Did you get out?
Okay. It turns, looks at you, and kind of realizes that, oh yeah, you're still standing there? No, the docent is all powerful and all good and all great.
That's what I've been telling them all the time.
Since
Trust in the docent.
Yeah.
16.
It keyed into something involving Renry and went, I shouldn't say bad things.
Just a visible and like soul splintering stare.
Oh god, the cops are here.
Yeah. It's okay. You're in good company.
Diplomacy. From you specifically.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
I believe.
Oh.
20.
Total?
20 total.
But does that one not work for the docent?
Reconsidering allegiances.
I think the docent has been taking him for granted recently.
There's some tension there.
Yeah.
He does not look like stone.
Oh, excuse me?
Grant. No, not Grant. Not the rock. For granted.
He does not look like stone.
What
So
do you mean
That's
by
how he
that?
punishes most people.
Yeah, he.
Granted, the rock you walk on, the hard rock.
Oh, that's granite.
That's rock. Granted is,
Something that's given to you.
yeah.
Are you giving that one to me?
No.
I've already done this once. I'm
No. We're just breaking down
you
phonetics.
misunderstand us.
What would that
It is a
do?
figure of speech.
What would that do if
Words
I...
don't have shape.
I heard it as soon as I said it.
They do if you write them
Sometimes
down.
we say odd things.
Don't write the words down. That's bad.
What we meant to say is that our friend Henry here, and the docent are having
He
some.
looks around for a moment.
Yeah, check for
Just-
moths.
They're
Maybe
having
don't say the
perception check.
name.
19.
As he does that, you see a small burst of flame and a moth burns away.
Wenry is having some.
Dude,
Is reconsidering employment.
Are you hiring right now?
You're all taller than me. Not you.
What's your benefits package like?
Are you employing people right now?
Ooh, dental.
Well, assuming that none of us work for the docent anymore, and are just stuck here against our will,
We all are.
So you're still stuck here too, against your will?
No.
You broke out?
Another moth burns away. There are ways.
Can you show us?
Yeah. Will you try and stop the docent?
Can we?
Look over at Wenry specifically.
Should you? Who you?
Do we have
What you? Where you? You're here. That one we can answer. You're here.
the docent is
And there.
very extremely powerful. I've seen him alter reality on a whim, and you defy the docent?
But he's not infallible.
The docent fears.
What does he fear?
Edges.
sharp corners.
The hounds.
Hounds.
The hounds.
Can I roll knowledge planes?
Knowledge planes.
Can Sleestack roll knowledge plays?
You can certainly try.
Oh, he doesn't.
10.
Oh, it's trained.
It was so close to being good, and then it was bad.
The hounds that come from the lines.
The hound from the lines?
From the lines.
Any straight lines?
Okay, so there's definitely like
Knowledge planes again.
my knowledge of Lovecraft versus my character's knowledge.
Significantly better. 20.
Are you possessed by an eldritch force?
24.
You have heard of some hounds. They attack seemingly randomly, but always from sharp edges. They can travel into and out of sharp lines. They are really obscure. They don't, not a thing you generally see around. No one's able to talk to them. No one's able to communicate with them. But anytime someone tries to deal with time fuckery, these hounds have showed up.
The docent has broken law. The law.
Less broken law, more doing what he can to keep predators out of his toy house.
That's why the docent doesn't like lions.
Mm-hmm. Every sharp edge, round it over.
And the
Every single one of those rooms is some bit of time fuckery.
The docent is trying to keep his menagerie closed off from I guess we could call them planar predators.
Uh-huh. The hounds.
One has to voice a somewhat dissenting opinion.
With a moth.
How are we protected from these hounds? If they do show up, they might be angry as the docent, but we don't
You
do
die.
real damage. There was that, yes.
But there's another thing to consider. If the hounds can travel through sharp edges, what's saying that other things can't travel through them?
It seems like it's going to lead to
Sanity?
you running right into
Because they're
wall.
solid.
I'm not
Right.
running into any quarters, man. That sounds.
That hurts.
Here's a helmet.
Don't do that. We tried.
But you found a way out.
Who's we?
Them.
We.
Yes.
Us.
The royal we?
They're from Provence.
Us. This body.
Out of curiosity,
Ah.
still, was your body like that before you escaped the docent's control?
Like what?
I don't mean to be offend, but
Slightly ephemeral.
exactly. That's a good word for it. Yes,
Are
ephemeral.
We've been
you part of the
around a
docent?
long time.
That he's cleaned off of himself. Is that shearing of his head not a straight line?
It's all curves.
It's perfectly smooth, just like his brain. Not
Hear that, docent? Get fucked!
Not a wrinkle in sight.
Is the edge of your
Don't say that. Don't say that. He gets angry.
Is the edge of your
He's hurt us
sword,
before. We hide
honest?
really well now.
So, but I excuse me, Elsteel. I thought you had a way out of this realm. That you're not.
Huh?
But why do you come back?
Bored.
Huh, I really hope when I'm out, I don't ever get bored enough to come back to this place.
Whoa, that sounded almost like he didn't like being here, guys.
I draw
Without
Optimus
the docent, it could be
and
kind of
run
fun.
my finger along its blade.
Razor sharp. It's not architecture.
Anybody
It's not
impatient?
a hard line on reality.
Gotcha.
Your edge of your cloak is fine. But hard edges, corners of rooms.
Permanent structures.
You know, if we start shaving things off of
It doesn't-
objects to
How
make
long
them,
before he
Like the door
shuts that
jams?
down almost
Yeah.
immediately?
Well, he did say
He
that.
will take your hands again.
Again? Well, I imagine
He has lots of hands.
the docent said that we're just going to rest for tonight, so I imagine that he is off overseeing other business. Of course, I point to a moth that gets disintegrated. Of course, he's keeping tabs on us, but...
He can only see so many things at once.
Exactly.
So he does have an upper limit to his seeming omniscience.
Not a god.
He hasn't noticed it yet, but we cannot stay here if you want to keep speaking.
Let's go somewhere
Let's
private.
go find this new place.
Okay. As he waves his hand, black flames roll over all of you, and everything goes dark. And as the smoke begins to clear, the flames begin to clear, you're in what looks like a shadowed version of the room you were just in. Things are subtly different, but the large structures are the same. And there are dozens of little lights, little candles, and floating embers just all around you.
Knowledge planes?
I'm going to do a quick check just to see if any of us are any different.
As far as you can tell, you all seem to be the same.
Lose half her head. That's
11.
Esteel, is this still where we were, kind of? Or is this a completely different
Are we in a shadow
Yes.
duel, Esteel?
A what?
A shadow duel?
Better play our god cards.
Yes.
If we created edges here, would the docent know?
Don't do that.
Okay.
We would have to slaughter you.
Okay.
You would not put us at risk like that. Do you understand?
No, I won't do that.
Oh, good.
The thing with it is that if the docent's realm can be invaded, what's to say that this realm?
No, I was thinking.
Oh, the hounds can go where they wish.
I know, that's what I was saying, I was
Oh,
explaining.
yes.
I was thinking if we made them here and then dropped it,
No,
would they wouldn't be in.
This is a different place.
you cannot keep them. Nothing holds them.
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, that's my point. I was hoping that if we
No.
dropped it, that they would just be in.
No, we would slaughter you if you tried to summon them here.
We, collectively, we,
What?
you.
Yes.
Are you a you or you or we?
Yes.
Cool.
What?
There's some confusion over the proper pronouns.
Fey fuckery. That's all we need to know about
It's
that.
the best we can do in your tongue.
I
Fair
understand. Now, something occurs to me. That have you had this discussion with other people before us?
Yes.
How'd that go?
Some of them lived, some of them died.
Fantastic.
Some of them stayed here with us.
So,
The ones that lived, though, they were able to leave.
We forget. What are,
This is progress.
what are your names? Can we have your names?
You can not have my name, but you can call me, Beerius.
call me Ren.
Oh, dancer.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna forget all of those. That's fine. I'll get your names eventually.
I hate that.
I assume with my high knowledge of planes,
It's fey fuckery.
yeah.
Yeah, you you don't know all the details, but it's fey fuckery, probably.
I know people, stories of people just being like, I've lost some words. Can I have a word? Yeah, sure. Grass.
Can I have your attention for a second? ADHD.
What a curse.
Why are you here?
So we
Not here.
believe that we are hatching some form of opposition from the docent.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
But didn't you say?
It will
want us to
probably get
stop
you
the
all
docent?
killed.
Well, probably is not the same as will.
Well,
604 have tried.
So you remember the number.
Yes.
It's a very keen mind.
Yes.
now,
The Shi are good at that.
The she?
Us.
You.
You are not of the Shi. The docent and I are of the Shi. Knowledge points.
I totally should have built a smarter character.
18.
with all my smart things and
So-
social skills.
From the little bit you've heard of Fae, basically.
It's like a subtype.
No, they don't call themselves the Fae. That's a completely immortal term. The Shi.
The she refers to those who come from
Elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Yes. But not all the elsewheres.
Just this specific one.
And others.
Yes. The
But not the hounds. They are not of the Shi.
the first world.
There are many worlds. This is my first world.
It gets a little complicated. The
That's
first
my
world.
second.
We built it. We're happy here.
Well, I guess this is my third. If
So-
this isn't part of where the docent's at.
They may not be of the she, but I am.
No.
I'm a Fey native.
Not under your skin.
Ew, gross, man.
I usually like to keep that quite intact.
Then you shouldn't fight the docent.
Do you like the way your skin feels? You don't.
We can fix that.
Take it off. Take off your skin.
Fae.
Take off your skin. Jesus.
Well, now, so have the 604
Yes.
unfortunates who have come before us. Did they also attempt to use the hounds against the docent?
No.
Mhm.
So we would be the first to attempt that.
No.
So if someone has,
Yes.
but they did not die,
They died.
but they weren't one of the 604 who attempted to defy the docent.
They were. Not all 600 and some tried to use the hounds.
Oh.
Some tried to stab the docent.
That was gonna be my plan, to be honest.
It did not go well for them.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that.
Their skin was
But
made
that was
into
still your
houses.
plan, then?
Oh my god. What a fucking descriptor.
If you pull skin very slowly, it heals and grows bigger. Especially if it's still alive.
the skin. I would like to maintain my skin on my present person and unmarred.
Yeah, Tiberius just like full body shudders.
You were about 80% sure the buildings you were in were not made of skin.
I'm gonna just take the shaken condition really
That's
quick.
Totally fair.
I'm gonna lose battle control voluntarily. Now, hardly a vote of confidence now, Steele.
What?
Using the hounds seems like it's backfired every time so far.
No.
At any point, the hounds actually infiltrated the Menagerie.
Yes. That is why he is so careful.
With all the mods.
So we would need to be able to take care of his cleanup crew before.
He lost many before he learned how to keep the hounds out.
Now,
He learned from the sand dragons.
they're the ones who cleaned up the.
So, we found a box in one of the.
Picks up a small wooden box. I found a box.
Congratulations.
This
This
one-
box is yours.
Thank you.
Don't open the box.
Okay.
It's full of skin.
The
As soon as he said don't open the box, like that is the only thing
That I was looking at my wizard, was like,
Oh,
am I?
I feel like I'm holding a bomb.
If you do move it, you hear something like wiggling inside. Yeah,
I put it on the table.
it's fine.
We found a stone box in one of the rooms, the scenes that he likes to do.
Yes.
And there was something that maybe was in it for a while. It was strong enough to gouge.
Probably one of the hounds. They are very strong and very scary. I've only killed 19.
And it gets out. So it got out, though, at one point.
Or it died.
Would it leave any trace if it died in there?
It kind of tilts its head to a full 90 degrees. Tilts it back. Your shadow spirit. When I kill it, does it leave a body?
Good question.
No.
It doesn't belong here.
It belongs
No.
wherever I'm at.
No, you are a parasite stealing it away.
We are best
We
friends.
we all thought that. We just didn't say it.
We are best friends.
I think that's called Stockholm Syndrome.
That would be if he thought we were best friends.
You're my.
It's just
best
parasocial situation at this point.
What makes you think that you're not the one being kept?
Because I'm the one who does the calling.
Are you?
I think we've been digressed from our purpose.
I don't like that look. I think I'm right.
I don't really think about it that much. I just like
Nice.
Go back to the
take
pipe.
another puff of moss.
As you go to lift, the pipe's gone.
No.
It's of the docent's world. It didn't come.
You know, I was thinking though.
The pipe was listening in on us this whole time.
Well, it was made of moths.
You know, but
I think sometimes too.
well, that's disturbing.
No, it's thoughts.
It could be both.
It's both.
Oh,
If we could make a sharp corner in the docent's realm without it being aware, in a hidden corner somewhere.
the moths would find it.
But it's a matter of how long it would take the moths to find it.
So you mentioned that the docent can be distracted.
Yes.
That he has not.
He has no eyes and many eyes, but not all of the
I
eyes.
noticed when you when we were having our conversations in the other place, you merely killed his moths as they appeared.
Yes.
Is that an option or a way of keeping them out of our vicinity for an extended period of time?
If I killed many more, he would simply forget about the rooms we were in.
Interesting.
His thought is all
That
that
seems
holds.
like a method.
His thoughts are all that holds the realm together. If he forgets of it, yes. Many have tried.
So if we kept like one and it, as a specimen,
He would notice then. He has many moths. One or two or three
Blinded.
dying will not draw his attention. Many more will draw his attention. And ire.
however, so the moths the docent needs to be continually so aware of the realm, or it ceases to exist.
Passively aware.
So if we in some way
Sometimes.
seal a realm from entrance of his moths,
Yes.
again,
He can choose to drop it if he wishes. He and the menagerie are one.
But if we're in that room when he forgets about it,
That is bad.
no, just assume as much.
He just forgets about us.
No,
We are stuck between realms,
no.
my good man.
Falling.
forever.
Falling
Between
in
the
black,
realm.
slipping
Falling
I
in
have
the
been
cracks.
falling for 20 minutes.
Falling between the dimensions where other things exist.
Is that where the hounds are from?
No,
Do you know who controls the hounds?
yes.
What do they call
Sleep
that?
stack.
I cannot tell you if you wish to
Sleep stack was
continue
mine
being
all
insane.
That's fair.
You do not want to fall between the realms. Vestiges live there. They are a danger.
Also awesome. So, had this other...
Creatively.
So the failed attempts
Yes.
to unleash the hounds previously, or at least partially successful, how did they go about causing the wound in the first place? Or the hard edge?
Some tried to shape the stone. Others attacked things. Some used the bodies of long dead creatures.
Like dragons.
No, smaller than dragons. Very small.
Like moths.
Very small.
Smaller than moths.
Very small, and they squish very tight. And then they make white, and then you can draw on walls with them.
Chalk.
Ah! That's the word they used.
Wait, so it doesn't have to be a physical line, it just has to be...
Lots of magic was put into it to make the world think it was a hard line. I think they called it a door, gate. They tried to make a gate and called them.
Okay.
And then the docent heard, and the docent walked through the gate, and the man did not have skin anymore. I think he's still alive.
Magic Arcana. Or, wait, do I have that?
Knowledge Arcana?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Knowledge Arcana. See what kind of spell this might be.
Is it gate?
I mean, you've seen him.
I'm still
summon-
I'm still hung up on flesh.
That's fair. You've seen Alvalos summon things. I mean, you vaguely understand how it's done.
Just not the fine details.
Put a call out, things show up.
Gotcha.
So possibly tied off of that.
Well, it sounds like we can do a bit of a rope-a-dope. We get the docent's attention one place, while somebody does the thing in the other place.
It starts handing you a small coil of rope.
This is just rope.
Legitimately just dark gray rope.
I did use the term rope-a-dope.
I don't know. We don't know what dope is. But you have
try
the
to smoke
rope.
It's another kind of white powder.
Oh! No, we don't have that.
Yeah.
Where did they people get the chalk?
Their bag.
Sorry, we all have our stuff.
Yeah, I'm really missing
But
my
the
horse
chalk?
right now.
I don't think any of us has the ability to cast gate. What do I have?
Not gate.
We
Yeah, not
could
gate.
shape the stone.
I have oil.
If you do it where the docent is more aware, he will notice. And he will make it hurt. As you see the being in front of just his, what you can tell from the glowing eyes, 1,000-yard stare as he thinks about it hurting.
So we do...
No, don't do it where he can see.
No, but
Estill,
we're overlooking
did
the
you-
part that
Always look like this?
I don't know. Like what?
And like part of you is here but not here.
This one is always here. Has always been here as long as this place has been. We built this place.
But do you see how,
Rock and roll.
like, for instance, Winry's head is all here, whereas there's parts of your head that are drifting away.
Puts his hands around his head, and it's tapping where its head would be. No, all of the parts are where they should be.
our perception might be limited.
Detect magic.
Detect
Will save.
skull.
Oh, Jesus.
Haven't we done this once already?
Yeah.
Flashbang.
Let's go.
Well, I think the docent sends us into the menagerie to be entertained, which means it would reason that the docent's attention is wherever...
17.
Yeah, we're the form of entertainment, so he's going to be watching us pretty closely.
However,
We'll get back to you.
Oh, Jesus.
However,
I have done a lot of mind expanding drugs.
You are in the middle of another bout.
Yeah, rope a dope.
In a moment, we'll get back to you.
Okay.
And for us, it's been as long as it's been. It's been days.
Oh.
Time, yeah.
uh,
His eyes are now kind of glowing green.
the kids are.
Atlas?
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh, that one
Blonde
should.
dick on his face.
And you come back.
No. That was weird.
You okay there, bud?
You guys just like sat there for like a day.
Sure. We'll go with
This
that.
place isn't real. You shouldn't try to see how we hold it together. There's a lot. Many people are dying because of holding it together. But it's fine. The docent hasn't noticed those all missing yet.
Oh. Go into a scene, distract the docent. Somebody stays behind and shaves a sharp point into a rock.
How do we distract the docent?
By being us in his menagerie.
What did he? He noticed the one of us who stayed behind, though.
We
If
can
it's
just
one
say
of
that we're
us.
dead.
If
We
it's
are
one of
not
us.
making a hole for the hounds to come through.
Not here.
No, we are not doing that.
Yeah, not you either.
No.
We collectively now? We as in us?
We.
We have creatures
Us.
that are not us that can come from us, but the docent is not paying attention to.
The docent will notice anything.
But they're forbidding it.
Well, we're not going to do it here.
No, they're just forbidding it, period. They don't want us to.
In the docent's tower and his home areas, he will notice. But if you
If we get in the scene.
think like the she, out of sight, out of mind, he may not notice as soon.
The paths, he calls them. The intermediary periods.
Or in one of the scenes that he
Scenes.
holds.
Yeah.
The echoes of the place he has stolen. He is more willing to drop those than he is his tower. If they become a danger to him,
It would also put us in ground zero, though, wouldn't it?
We'd fall.
Unless we were near an exit.
The exits would go away. Why would the docent allow something as ravenous as a hound to get through?
it is more beholden to him to keep his menagerie in place and deal with a hound than simply drop all of his work. He has spent more time than you know building it.
So we have to create
We can't
enough
do-
hounds to challenge him.
To distract his attention toward them and take it away from us and potentially think of ourselves being forgotten.
Steele, have you ever seen anyone leave? After the docent is finished with them, has you ever actually returned anyone to their home realm?
We don't know.
That's not.
I mean,
Many
they're
we
here.
have seen turned to dust. Some we have seen turned into houses. Some we have seen put in scenes. Some we have seen merely tossed aside. We are always watching.
Forgotten about.
That means it puts us on to
The goal
go with the
isn't-
hounds plan. Seems like the only one.
The goal isn't to be forgotten about by the docent, but to bring him to the table.
We're at a table.
Not.
Don't bring the docent to my table.
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't think about it.
So
You did.
and the,
I wouldn't wish it upon you.
You can use wishes?
Sure.
One
so you
day
and
we
the
will use
docent
wishes
aren't-
again.
You and the docent aren't cool.
I'll tell you what, I really wish I
I'm not
wasn't
very
here right
warm.
now.
That's
You and the docent
I don't blame you.
Wave my
are not
fingers.
don't consider each other friends.
No.
Does the docent have anyone that he really hates?
Hounds. They cause problems for his displays. They start
Sounds like we have to
eating
go
things,
every
even though
multiple hounds
they are held in
to make the
time.
challenge.
The holding of time does not stop the hounds.
How do you evade the docent's notice?
We slip between the cracks.
What's that doozy?
So one of the things, so we chose that previous scene, correct? We went through that door.
No, it was chosen for us. But we know the way to get to it.
I was thinking it might be, if we found it, there are certain scenes that are doubtlessly more conducive to this plan than others.
Can't go back to the desert. Hard to draw a line in sand. We already tried it.
Yeah, not the desert.
Floam.
Yeah.
We also can't just like open one of those doors and go inside either. There's
could
no
get trapped.
handles. There's no.
And we already know the docent has
However-
discarded scenes altogether.
Wait, before this, I did go into one of those rooms, right? Because I've said several times.
You
Is that strictly?
have some memories of it. The docent has always either directed you like physically, hey, go through this door,
Oh,
or
okay.
told you, go through this door.
So yeah, now never without his permission.
Correct.
Okay.
Is it possible to open one of those doors without him opening it first?
They'd have to go. We have to be there and try it out.
Perhaps the Green Queen would be able to.
Can I use planes on that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, throw big planes on that.
21.
You've heard of the Green Queen, big fae, but noted in a book somewhere. Not your realm. More of a Cheliclans thing.
The Green Queen. That's it's read about it in passing. It's
Head of a court.
yeah, the head of a court, whatever that means.
A fey queen, fey princess or
Right
something?
above our pay grade, I'm afraid.
Well,
Where's
maybe
the docent in all of this hierarchy?
I don't think the docent is an archfey. I don't think the docent is a queen.
No, the docent is the docent.
Exactly. The docent believes that he is God because he has made it himself. But when compared,
No, he knows he is a god.
If the Green Queen found out about this place, because it sounds like he's hidden it.
No,
No.
why would the Green Queen care?
what if we make them care?
You will likely die. Drawing the ire of an archfey is...
Not the ire, but the attention.
There is little difference.
What does the docent have? I think we need to go and find out where this docent's office is.
Wherever the docent chooses it to be.
You're suggesting we burgle the docent.
I'm saying that as it stands right now, what we are working with is a lot of hopes and dreams.
I'm not liking our chances.
I mean, it's either we try something and we die horrifically, or we keep doing what the docent wants and we forget about who we are, what we are, where we are, and then we evaporate.
You've been
Very
here
little
long
difference
enough.
between death and forgetting who you were previously. Trust me, I know.
You have tried dozens of doors already.
What?
Hit 180 upside down.
I'm gonna try to remember.
Remember the sand one? That was shitty.
Have we talked to you before?
We're talking now.
But before.
Before you just brought us in here.
You've watched us.
Before I saw
Yes.
you.
How long has it been?
Time is hard.
Standardize it, please, for me.
Well, if the
Less
sun,
than my lifetime.
if the sun
How many doors
rises
have we
and
gone
sets by
through?
the will of the docent, it can't hardly be trusted on tell time, now can it?
Count heartbeats.
The docent can move the sun as it wishes.
How many doors have we gone through?
I don't know. We didn't count all of them. 12, 23, 7.5. You have been interesting, but not all of our attention.
Have we died?
Yes.
I mean, we're not this guy.
I think
I know what your
I think I'm
spleen
gonna roll
looks
up into a
like.
nice little comfortable fetal position right about now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, you don't mean that guy. You mean you.
I mean, me, yeah.
The docent has fixed it.
Ugh.
So death does not escape.
Oh, you're probably.
I have no
all
mouth that I
full of
must scream.
moths, dude.
Oh, God.
He is usually able to put things back where they should be.
As I'm like realizing I now have a pinky coming out of my left foot.
It's just
It's lucky, yeah, you good.
You've always had that.
Yeah, I have a vestigial hand down there off my left ass cheek.
You always have. Always been there.
I know.
Something has to change. We can't maintain the status quo.
You could.
Were we ever part of this 604?
Yes.
Oh,
Were we
man.
all the 604?
Oh man!
This is hell. This
I'm
is purgatory.
freaking out.
We're stuck in limbo. Some say it goes on forever.
You haven't tried to call the hounds.
And I guess what? I mean, if we already tried this.
So it seems
You
like
have
we
not
must
tried the hounds.
Well, I'm saying if we've already tried everything else.
No.
Seems like we have to.
You've
Did
mostly
he try
gone
to
along.
stab him already?
Well, that was
Oh,
definitely
I
the
knew
first thing
it!
that.
You're an idiot, man.
The smile keeps getting larger and larger to behind his ears.
Oh, just our cat smile.
All shark teeth.
Ew.
Hey, man, that's what I do. I stab things.
It was a good stab.
I know it was. Good at stabbing things. Is that when I lost my spleen? Yeah.
Have any of us been made into houses?
No, you're here.
That's some comfort.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of.
Although,
permanent.
sir, I must say, you make a very statuesque house.
Thank you. But I imagine that in
We
the
cannot
realm-
speak
Orderly.
much
I bet you
longer.
all the things would be in exactly just the right
We must not
Yeah.
speak much longer. The docent wonders where you've gone.
Well, we know a plan to get the hounds.
Keep an eye out. You may find somewhere that the docent likes pulling places that are similar to what it does. The last one you were in, the Sand Dragon,
Yeah.
they were doing time magic. It is easier for the docent to take that than for him to take
Something
other
else.
things, more solid, more tied to where you were all from.
Let's raise hell.
If there's.
Be cautious. If you make too much noise too quickly, you will be houses.
It's gotta be an easier way to make a house.
Not for the docent.
I was gonna say not for this guy.
Built a barn before.
We have to go. I have to let you go soon. The docent will notice soon.
We have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like we have to go to whatever scene he chooses to take us to next. We don't really have a choice in that. So we just got to raise hell wherever he takes us.
To glorious hell. To glorious death.
He's coming. As the being waves his hands and all the candles go out.
To
and it
glorious
goes
adventure.
dark. And as the light comes back on, you're back in the room you're sitting in.
Is the kid gone?
Gone.
Oh, well, let's go find the docent.
Oh.
You begin hearing
What?
buzzing
To
noise.
pay him our respects for
Do you think it'd
a
be
wonderful
big
time and
distraction
meal.
If we told him Estill took us somewhere.
I mean, I think you just
louder
did.
and louder. As the docent, as you look around, and there's a docent standing at the front door of this building.
Docent, we are quite well fed and refreshed.
Good. I have another scene for you to play around in.
Excellent. We hope to make you entertained.
You have.
Wonderful.
Good.
I hope our
Hey,
contract
what
of
was,
service
what was your
is...
favorite scene we've done for you?
They have all been entertaining so far.
Hey, cool, yeah.
You have kept me pleased.
Wonderful. We wish to... We hope that we are entertaining.
We live
As he-
to serve.
Yes.
Why can I remember the last scene?
As it turns and walks out. Come. As you
Yeah.
lurch forward a bit.
To glorious death.
Same
To
thing.
glorious adventure.
You make your way.
Death is but
What's
another
the
adventure, is it not?
difference?
You make your way through mists, cobblestones. The sense of deja vu you're realizing is so heavy on you right now. Like you've done this dozens of times.
And back in fetal position.
Back to his tower, walking through the distant memory of a dream long forgotten of some of the rooms you've been in. A sea battle, something involving great black snakes, something involving more wars, something involving sitting in a meadow with purple and green flaming flowers. And then just as they come to you, lost to the ether again. As he walks to another door.
Am I also undergoing this effect?
Now that you're actively thinking about it,
So, am I remembering more? So I
How
think I've been here longer.
how would you know?
That's true.
Without
Yeah.
asking them, hey, do you remember anything of this specific thing?
Are you writing utensils?
If you have something on you. You've seen that doesn't seem to care for writing much.
Most
Probably last long
uneducated,
anyway.
fastest.
Yeah.
I'm going to telepathically communicate with Optimus and ask how much time has passed.
You get the sensation of like stone grinding on stone. Something is he's trying to fight actively and think, and it's just grinding sensation.
After a while, I'll just like tell him.
He's been affected by whatever this effect is.
I
Docent.
telepathically speak with Deadly. What's death like?
I've died?
No, you're fine. Everything's fine. Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
I'm just imagining like scenes of all my companions in various positions of death. I'm just like
Do I look good in all of them? Like I hate to die poorly.
So
magnificent.
he gets to one of the doors, and it is a stone archway with intricate knotwork carved all through it. This one, as he steps inside, and you are in the ruins of a massive city. Stone rubble everywhere. This place is nothing but the echo of greatness. There's so little left here. He looks around and goes, no. As he waves his hand, claw, as the stones rumble and begin to place themselves back into a large cathedral-looking structure. It's not hundreds of feet tall, but it is
Imposing.
imposing in an old style. It is not, because you've seen Zarthaginian buildings, you've seen how big they are. They're about half the size, the same kind of presence to this structure. As even the cracks meld back as if they were never there. Trees shrink, vines ungrow off the walls, and you begin to see elves walking through and other beings. Humanoid mostly, but some of them have insect-like eyes. Some of them have hair made of vines and leaves. Knowledge planes. Some of them have animal-like features. You can see one being just half look at you for a second with antlers, with stars within them, as it looks and then drifts off into the woods. This was a great battle. See how you go with it, as you're just still trying to take it all in, as you hear a door close behind you. As all of the elves and all of the other beings turn to look at you.
I think I'm the only one that looks normal here because I'm an elf.
Armor and weirdness
gnome.
and.
Oh,
Let's go find some chalk.
And we'll have to see where you've been placed now, and if you have a plan to deal with all of this next week, gentlemen. You've gone through and dealt with apparently a terrifyingly large number of scenes.
Survived several of them.
Survived several of them at the very least.
died in several of them.
And met a lovely individual.
A chaos element.
But that comes next week. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for watching along at home as I slowly erode all of their sanity and all of their hopes.
Freebie!
Free
Avenge us!
repetitive hell.